missionary is what it's called. So she would invite me and my mom over to partake, and it would be like a laid back kind of thing where they'd have segments of church activities throughout the brunch. I don't know if they're called services or sermons or whatnot, but I will be going over, and the church I'm going to now is not that same church. It is a different church. But yeah, let's go over this baptism packet. And this packet is really just a request for baptism. You know, your typical stuff in the front page, list your information, your city, your number, date of birth, zip code, stuff like that. And I also want to give you a short testimony of your salvation. Because I learned on my first day there that it is through your salvation, or once you find salvation, then you can be baptized. Yeah. If you're under 18, you need a parent's permission. Some things you'll need: a bath towel, a pair of cotton socks, dry set of underwear, a bag for your wet underwear, and underclothing. Then they that gladly received his word were baptized. Acts 2:41. This shows us that baptism is for believers only. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost. That's in Matthew. We are baptized to obey the command of Christ himself. According to Romans 6:3-5, only baptism by immersion really pictures the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ. When they believed, they were baptized. Acts 8:12. And the eunuch said, See, here is water. What doth hinder me to be baptized? And Philip said, If thou believest with all thine heart, thou mayest. Baptism follows salvation. Baptism before salvation is not scriptural. And it goes over three things right here. What if I refuse to be baptized? The first thing says this shows disobedience. And it states from the Bible, Therefore to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, to him it is sin. There is a loss of testimony. If ye continue in my word, then ye disciples indeed. That's from John 8:31. Third thing, loss of fellowship. Ye are my friends if ye do whatever so I command you. Again, that's in John. The third page of the packet goes on to say, or to show a to show a depiction, the threefold motive for baptism: obedience, love, and joy. Method of baptism: the death, the burial, and the resurrection. I'll go over. Actually, no, I don't think there's too much to really go over as far as yeah. Anyway, what is baptism? What then is believers' baptism? What is the purpose of it? Since salvation